Well, we're catching up with a gentleman we featured a few months ago. That's Sam Murphy, and he's doing all his training, getting to schools, doing your educational bit. You were taking your masters, I think, last time, weren't you?
I am, yeah. I've pretty much just finished now. I've got all my data for my dissertation. I'm just trying to write that off over the period of the summer.
Okay. Well, you asked to pop and see you now at this gym up here near the Kirby Garden Centre. Yeah. Interesting one. It's a different sort of gym to what I understand a gym to be, but you're involved in this because you're still doing some work with the schools, I hear.
Yeah, so last time we spoke, I was going into schools and talking about why sports science is important and how it can benefit some of the students who are going into that sort of field. And now I'm aiming to go into the schools and talk about why strength and conditioning is important, which is basically strength and conditioning is put in place for all levels of athletes to increase their sporting performance and reduce their risk of injury that might occur whilst doing their sport.
Okay, but I thought, up to a certain age, you're not meant to do too much of this sort of thing. Is that still the case, or?
That's the common thought,
right?
And it's kind of more now thinking that it's not the case. If you're doing strength training from a young age, it's actually quite beneficial for younger athletes, and it gives them a greater potential to grow into better athletes if you get them from a younger age, starting to teach them to move correctly, almost like a movement literacy sort of thing.
Now we've got some shots of you doing some serious weights here. What's this all about?
Basically, it's just weightlifting. It's just one of the avenues that I'm interested in, teaching-wise. It's just a very important movement for a whole range of different sports, Olympic weightlifting.
Now this has got to be done correctly, because this could really hurt, couldn't it?
Yeah, definitely. You have to know what you're doing to be able to teach these sort of movements, definitely.
And is it all about? You're wanting to gain more and more weights to lift. Is that your thing?
Yeah. So the idea is you're assessed over two lifts, the snatch and the clean and jerk, and your total weight that you combine over those two is how you are assessed on performance.
You look quite muscly, but not as big as those guys I've seen in the Olympics doing this sort of thing.
No, yeah, they're definitely a few stages ahead. Right. Definitely.
Is that your aim, though? You want to get that big?
Oh, yeah, it'd be nice. I'd like to try and qualify for British weightlifting championships, maybe next year or the year after. So that's definitely a goal of mine to get towards that standard.
Okay, well, we're going to keep following you, aren't we? This guy is from the Isle of Man and obviously putting a lot back, which I think is quite nice. And the schools appreciate it?
Yeah, well, I'm getting a good bit of feedback from the schools now. I'm just trying to get into as many as possible, all primary schools, all secondary schools. I've been in contact with all of them, so if any of them are interested, then need to reply to my emails.